I'm unfamiliar with the painting. I just know it was by a woman named Marie Celeste. But so right now we're still doing research about her painting. We found out she was a nun, not an au pair student. And the picture was made in 1962, I believe, in June. It's a very nice painting. She's like kind of famous for that. They just opened a museum on Broad Street in Philadelphia. And the painting is like, there's like two sides of the painting. It's like one side, which is Allegro. It's like energetic, like happy. And then the other side, Penseroso, Penacero, whatever. That's like the sad side, because like everyone has like two sides of them. They can be happy at one moment and sad at the next moment. So it's like two sides of mankind. Excuse me.
Good morning, how are you?
Hi, we just wanted to ask you a couple questions.
Sure.
We're doing a documentary on the stairway on the third floor. Are you familiar with the painting?
Allegro and Il Penseroso. I certainly am.
Yes. Do you know anything about it?
Well, I don't know much about it. Quite frankly, I've always wondered why it's there myself. It's a very interesting painting, but I really don't know much about it.
This painting on the wall of Cardinal O'Hara and how it got here, I've been trying to find out for a couple of years. The two works, Il Allegro and Il Pensario, are works by John Milton, the joyful man and the pensive man, or the contemplative man. This painting by Marie Celeste Fadden, who's local, was painted in 1962 and somehow ended up on the walls of O'Hara. At this point, we don't know the connection between her and Cardinal O'Hara High School, but we're continuing to check that out.
Can you tell us about it?
Just, it's pretty big painting done by a student years ago.
Are you familiar with the painting on stairwell number 4?
Yes, I've walked by that a lot of times. Yes, I've seen the painting there. It's very interesting.
So what we're trying to do is we're doing a documentary, trying to figure out the mystery behind it. Do you know any information about that?
I don't know the artist that did it, but I have heard from teachers that were here long before I got here. They said that it was a painting of Dante's Inferno, which is essentially a medieval writer in Italy, and he talks about how he travels down into purgatory and hell, and then finally ascends back, into paradise again. So Dante's Inferno is essentially his descent and his travels through the nether regions. And that painting, I believe, is supposed to be, that's why it's red and there's fire and there's all manner of things like that in Dante's Inferno. There's like lost souls walking around, and it looks like a nightmarish kind of scene. But I believe that's what it's supposed to be. But I'm not 100% sure, and I wouldn't bet money on that.
Do you know how it got here?
I do not know how it got here. I'm sure some art students sometime decided. Maybe it was a project for an English class, but unfortunately it was done well before I arrived here. And so it's kind of one of those O'Hara mysteries.